Now, this is an artist I have been thinking about for quite a while now. I've wanted to do a art review of their work for a minute, but I never really knew how to tackle it, and that's with a few other artists as well when it comes to their art and what they wanted to do. But now that I have a decent idea, or at least a good idea how the differences between different works of theirs looks now, I am fairly certain I can give you a decent review about their work. And the artist we're going to be reviewing today is VampySquid. Funny story when it comes to VampySquid, not gonna lie. He came through to talk to me because I used one of his pictures for a thumbnail. If you go back, you can find it. It's still up. You can find it. Essentially, I believe somebody in a Discord server was showing around the thumbnail that I had, and essentially they was like, "Hey yo, someone's using your thumbnail," and he was just like excited because I don't think anybody really used his pictures for like thumbnail purposes, and Vampy didn't have really any type of problem with it, which was honestly really cool because I was freaking the hell out. I was like, oh no, don't tell me I got to take the thumbnail down, because I actually like this picture because it actually, you know, spices up some things and proves my point. But you know, Vampy was really nice about it, and you know, he was really happy that someone was using his picture for a thumbnail. And honestly, I do like Vampy's work. Vampy's work is really damn good. Obviously, I like the eerie content. The eerie content is very nice because her small lolly ass need to get her cheeks clapped. I'm just being honest. Anyway, when it comes down to Vampy work, there is a bit of critiquing I must do, because this is something I noticed from the first time I took a look at it, and then now I've seen the later works and the latest stuff, and now I can kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking of in my brain. So, when it comes to the early works, and I think Vampy did, and I think Vampy might agree with this one, but when it comes to the early works of what he has done, they're good. They are good. Like, trust me, they are good. They're better than anything I could draw. They're good. However, I do feel like it falls short in some places. Like, if you take a look at this one, obviously, you can tell it's really flat with its color. It feels like it's not really, you know, definitive when it comes to its color and how it is, especially with the shading. Like, it feels like there's really no shading whatsoever, kinda. Even though there is some, it doesn't necessarily feel like there is a lot. It just feels like the shading was just there just to be there in certain places, but not covering everywhere where it should. And it just didn't make the pictures feel, you know, alive. Honestly, it feels like it was just missing something, if I have to be honest. Then a little bit later, when you get a little bit more into the early works, into the later kind of like future more of early works, you kind of see a bit more stuff going on, but it feels like it's now starting to become something. It still feels flat, but it's starting to become something. Really, the eerie picture is the one where it started to, you know, change up and act really good, and that's really nice. And I like that eerie picture because, again, it's like transitioning from one phase to another phase, and it's like, okay, this is the consistency and level of goodness that Vampy should keep up, and it gets really nice when it comes to, and again, this by far is still one of my favorite pictures that Vampy has done. Honestly, it's just nice. Not even just because it's eerie, it's just nice. And then you also start to notice that this style art starts to change, and it starts to come out really kind of good. Still, it's a bit flat, and it does feel like it's not necessarily 100% there yet, but it's getting somewhere. It feels like it's getting somewhere. We also had like an animation of Eerie too, which, you know, first tried animation, but you know, overall still kind of alright. Still obviously can have some works in here and there, but you know, it is what it is. Then really, when you get to Demon Slayer, I know, right? I don't know her name because I never watched the damn show. I just know what scene she came from. But when it gets to this picture, definitely you can see that, oh yeah, Vampy has done some good ass work. There's some good stuff going on here. I'm curious to see how he'll carry out from this point forward. And then you see, you know, the shading getting a bit better, and the style of it is getting a bit more greater too. Even though you can still say, yeah, there's still some things that could be worked on, but still nonetheless it's getting a lot better than what it was originally at first. Then when you get to like Nezuko, you're already like, okay, this is really good. This is proper Jinsai material right here. And then when you keep going up and excelling, it's really becoming the best work that Vampy has gotten, honestly. And when it comes down to everything, when it comes to VampySquid, definitely this is an artist that you could just really just appreciate with when it comes to their journey into the NSFW stuff, because definitely at the beginning you can see that, yeah, there's a lot of flaws there, and even in the middle there's a bits of stuff there that still could be worked on, but at the same time it's really damn good. But then when you get to the latest parts of it, you're just like, yeah, definitely, I wouldn't mind jerking onto that Pokemon right there. That's some good Pokemon, honey. But overall, I really do think VampySquid has the potential to be like one of those 50k followers on Twitter, 100k followers on Twitter, and just some big NSFW artist accounts, because Vampy does got some talent here. It just needs to be cleaned up in some areas, but definitely, I do think we have some good ass content here. Again, the area picture got me none a little bit too much, honestly. I'll be completely honest, like I'm about to go ahead and sleep with her more than I'm about to sleep with Konako, and Konako's about to whoop my ass. Anyway, when it comes down to it though, definitely I do feel like he's going to be going to some damn good places. There's a lot of potential here, and that's with a lot of artists, honestly, too, especially with the ones that's like in lower positions, like ES74, who is also a really good artist that we shout out a long time ago. Don't really make a lot of art as they used to, but that's probably just because college. But unfortunately for us, we don't get we don't get enough content when it comes to them. But still, whatever we do get, it's really nice. But yeah, definitely when it comes to VampySquid, you should really follow them, and you really should, you know, check out their stuff and check out their content, because it's really damn nice, and they have all the potential to grow and be really damn good at what they do. I'm being honest. So definitely that's what I wanted to talk about for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow me on Twitter so I can let you know the channel, Patreon, and Ko-Fi is available as well. And until then, this is your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.